yeah, we live. And I do declare that we are live. How's it going? Good morning. Buenos dias. Um, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been holding my head up high. And it's been a while. Had a crazy dream. Not a crazy dream last night, but at least a noteworthy dream. By the way, we're burning Elisa's business candle. Keep that in mind. Second, don't hate yourself, Prince. Here was the dream. Of course, I didn't write it down when I first woke up, and as a result, I don't remember how it started. Sweet Prince, what are you doing down there? I was in a deep. What's cracking, Russell? I was in a deep, a huge underground cavern, and there was an explosion. There was an explosion, a volcanic eruption, and it happened in the giant cavern. It blew up, and I'm on the far side of the cavern, and I'm with someone, I can't remember who, and I'm like, clearly we gotta get the fuck out of here. And the cavern starts slowly filling, and I remember I had all my room was on top of the cavern, and I had all these Can I go back on the floor? And there was this girl next to me, and her bedroom was next to mine, my bedroom was next to hers, and I didn't grab anything from my room. For whatever reason, I was like, I'm not going to grab anything. I was looking around what I could grab. I was like, maybe I could grab that. I was like, I don't need any of this. Like, I want a bunch of it, but I don't need any of it. And I can't remember grabbing anything from my room. And I look, and the cavern is almost done being filled up. But it's slow. It's not a big eruption. It's just slow, steady. So I think I have time. And I walk out of the room to the girl's room next door. And she jumps into her room to get a bunch of her shit. And I go outside, and I'm like, how the fuck did you get in? Because the lava is almost to the railing of the house outside. And it filled up the caverns, and it's already filling up the earth.
What are you doing, Prince? What are you doing, Prince? What are you doing down there?
And I'm barefoot. Of course, I'm wearing my sandals. My Jesus sandals, like sandals that strap in. The ones made out of yoga mats. And she's like a ninja. She's bouncing around the lava. She's running on top of poles, like going into her room. And I asked her, or she asked me why I didn't grab more of my things from my room. She's like, why didn't you get more shit? And I was thinking, I don't know, the fucking volcano exploded. But she was saying it was a slow flowing volcano, like you had time. And something happened with she sent her stuff from the airport and met her at the airport. It was a long dream. I've been bad with writing my dreams down lately, so I'm not remembering as much as I should, which is unfortunate. But I remember running on top of lava with my sandals. Surprised that I was able to run on top of lava with sandals, but I do pride myself in my gangster ass feet. So, there you have it. Universal faith. Spiritual learner, Rabo elevates. Rabo elevates. What are you doing, Prince? You want to say hi to the squad? I know if you look up the dream interpretation, it's going to say something like, you have suppressed emotions, and that's what the volcano represents. And it's like, no shit. Every dream you're ever going to have is going to represent suppressed emotions. That's why they're showing up in the subconscious. But it doesn't. It's like when people do the fortune tellings and the tarot readings, and they go, it means change is going to come. Or they're like, hey, what does number 546 represent? And it's like, the number 546 is the angels telling you that change is going to come. It's like, what about 222? The angels are saying there's imminent possibilities that change is going to come. That's why I'm interested in hearing the other dream interpretations from the squad, because you guys are tapped in. And I know, again, on top of that, that it's Well, it depends on what it means to you, Keith. It's not about what we think, it's what you think. And I don't believe that's true necessarily. I believe that other people can hear a dream that you have and use their intuition and intellect to tap into some shit. That's what I'm hoping to get from the squadron. Unless you guys all missed it altogether. What up, Victoria Clark? Oh. Atlas. You stuck. Atlas, what do you think about the dream? I had a volcano dream yesterday.
Oh yeah, you told me.
It was in a cavern and it exploded when we were underground. But it was a slow flowing and it like slowly filled up the cavern. And I didn't get anything from my room because I didn't know what to grab, so I just let everything melt in the fire.
So we survived?
I survived the fuck out of it. And of course I was wearing my Jesuses running on top of the lava. I was like, oh shit, it's already up to the stairs. And I was like running on top of it with my...
Did Atlas have his tea?
Atlas, what did you dream about last night? Would you like to share? Atlas wants to share what he had a dream about. What did you dream about last night? Huh? Dígame. Dígame, what did you dream about last night? Nothing. Native Peacemaker. Good morning and or afternoon. And it was 11:11. Today is a day of not knowing what's going to happen. Well said. Happy to see you too. Have a good bus ride. Be safe out there. Stay warm. I know it's cold as hell. It's cold as hell on the East Coast. Dubai Silk Route. Greetings from Dubai. Ooh, Dubai. Depending upon how cool or not of a person you are, we might meet up with you because we're planning a trip to Oman to go see the frankincense, the OG frankincense forest. So we can collect some frankincense and maybe some seeds and cuttings and resin and visit the old 4,500-year-old frankincense route. Huh, Sweet Prince? And Dubai is on the... Where's Dubai at?
It's like an hour or 2 hours away, I think.
No, it's in Saudi.
Oh,
No, it's in Qatar.
Dubai?
What's Dubai? What country is Dubai in?
It's the
Atlas, where is Dubai? No, it's not. No.
Why can't I think right now?
Next door to Oman. Yemen?
No.
Oh, the UAE. That's right.
There you go. That's what I was trying to say.
Where's the UAE at in relation to Yemen, Saudi Arabia, and Oman, though?
I think Saudi Arabia.
John Smith. Kathia. That's a cool name. Kathia. Sword art. Online.
Sword art.
Yeah, the baby is the most precious thing in the world, ain't he? Oh, it borders Oman.
Dubai?
Well, UAE.
Yes.
Is Oman safe to travel? Because we were doing some research and it says it's like the safest country in all of the Middle East to travel. What are you eating? Don't eat that, Prince. Well, here, play with this. Oh, alright, I'll recap my dream. You're Scorpio lady. I'll have you know, you're Scorpio lady, that I probably know more about geography than you do. I just didn't happen to know what country Dubai was located in. Sorry, I can't know everything. Damn Americans! Damn Americans. Damn Americans, Atlas. Enemy named Atlas. Huh, the irony. Anywho, I would like to take... preferably would like to take the entire trade route of the frankincense trail, which goes from Oman, starts in western Oman, I forgot the name of the mountain range, but some mountain range in the west of Oman, through Yemen, through Saudi Arabia, up into the Near East through Jerusalem, down through Egypt into Somalia and Ethiopia, through the islands of Socotra and the Red Sea. But apparently it's hella dangerous. Well, obviously it's hella dangerous in Yemen, even though Yemen contains some of the world's... Yemen contains a vast forest of Boswellia sacra, which only grows in Oman, Yemen. And it's not naturalized in Somalia, but you can find it in Somalia, but it's not native to there. For whatever reason, Yemen and Oman grow the highest quality Boswellia sacra, sacred frankincense resin in the entire world. But I have a thing for plants, if you haven't noticed. But all of Eastern Africa, up through even Afghanistan and the Near East, but it kind of ends there. Even into India, Western India, there's 20, I think, or 18 different species of frankincense, and all with their own special properties, their special abilities. And I would like to, gotta catch 'em all. You know it's my destiny. Pokemon, frankincense. Oh, you're my best friend. And nope, that's the fire. Don't touch that. Sound like where you're from with Women in Volcano. Definitely energy. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you the dream, Kathia. Well, I told the dream at the beginning, but I'll recap. So I was in an underground cave, more of a cavern. It was huge. It was like the size of I don't know, like a few blocks, maybe the size of a downtown area. And a volcano erupted inside of the cavern. It blew up, but it didn't spew lava everywhere. It slowly filled the cavern, and so we escaped. I don't know, I was with someone, but we got out of the cavern, and my bedroom was on top of the cavern, and I was trying to think what I should grab out of the bedroom. And I didn't know what to grab, so I didn't grab anything. I just left it. And I walked out, and I had a suitcase, and I think I was at an airport. But anywho, there was a girl that had a bedroom next to my bedroom, and I remember she ninja'd into the house because the lava had filled up, but I didn't know it yet. I thought I had time, but the lava was already outside of the cave. And she was like, why didn't you grab anything else from your room? You had plenty of time. And I was thinking, I don't know, I didn't know what to grab. The volcano was coming. Nothing seemed that important to take with me, so I didn't take anything. And when I walked out of the room to go, I don't know if I was going to the airport or something. I saw that the lava had risen. It was it was weird because the whole dream was kind of third person, kind of blurry, but when I walked out of the room and saw the lava was bright red lava, and I could feel the heat coming. I couldn't feel anything in the dream, period. Walking, touching, sights, sounds, nothing, until the lava hit me, and then it was hot, bright red and super hot, and I was running on top of the crusted part of the lava with my sandals trying to get out because I took too much time in my room. And that's all I remember. A bunch more happened. There was homies partying at a house on top of the cavern or something like that were unaffected by the volcano for some reason. I don't know. It was strange. Mira Di Taro. I do have lots of subterranean dreams, don't I, Yesenia? Oh, nice. I gave the recap at 11:11. Hell yeah. That means some of you guys are, in the Midwest?
Oh, too much love.
Too many kisses? He doesn't like super kisses. You want to play on the floor? Here. Oh, he took my 20. Give that back.
I think I'll take that.
Not yours. Nice. So we have rebirth of wisdom and expect to receive old wisdom from the mother. Kathia Star. I like that a lot. You guys probably missed it earlier when I was speaking about dream interpretations. Two things. One, I understand it's up to me to interpret the dream. I get that. And two, I understand that most of it's subconscious things. That's why they're in the dream world. So that's kind of obvious. But the reason why I wanted to ask other people is because I do believe that other people can help you with your dreams, even if they're not that person. And I believe that they hold some people, not all people, are on point with their intuition and on point with their intellect, their mind, and their soul, or masculine and feminine, however you want to see it, are dialed in enough to help other people with dream interpretation. Plus, I'm very interested in seeing and knowing what you guys have to say about these things, because I'm fascinated with dreams and I hate looking at them from just my viewpoint. Everything I see is through a certain lens, which isn't necessarily good or bad. It just means I'm used to seeing things a certain way. So thank you guys for your input. That's what I'm getting at. Atlas needs a baby jumper. No, Atlas needs attention 24/7. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't even like jumpers.
Doesn't even like the jumpers. We put him in a jumper. He wasn't about it. He was about it as long as we were next to him. He was like, yeah, look at me. I'm jumping up and down. Look at me. And then you walk away and he's like, yo, squad. Hey, fam, where are you guys going? And then he starts crying. Underground usually represents that which is hidden or unconscious. The lava is usually the flow of creativity and destruction. Perfect, yeah. Creativity definitely starts with destruction, because to be creative, you have to sort of have 1,000 different things and then put one thing together out of those 1,000 different things. So it's like you have 1,000 colors as an artist, which is just chaos, just 1,000 colors, and then you use sort of the mind and intellect to bring that chaos and bring it into order to create something. So I like that interpretation. Ooh. Terrorize, baby. How are you getting these? Here, play with these, Alice. Whoa. I had this image of an apple filled with lava come in. It was weird as fuck. Sal Wayne, Infinite Love, 1. Peace, sistren, or brethren. What do you guys think about the apple filled with lava? That's pretty gangster. Kathia, we need your interpretation with the apple and volcano, or apple and lava. So here's the thing, Dragon Horizon 89. First of all, I like your name. I'm down for the dragons. It wasn't a violent eruption of the volcano. It was like, you're thinking Mount St. Helens. I'm thinking more, what's the volcano in Hawaii? Kilauea? I'm thinking Kilauea. You're thinking St. Helens. It exploded, but the explosion wasn't very big. It happened in the corner of the cavern. And then the whole dream, the lava was slowly rising. Like, it wasn't destroying necessarily. It wasn't violent. It wasn't chaos, which is why it was interesting for me. If it was just a regular volcano, I wouldn't have even made this video. But the fact that it was in the manner that it was, I thought meant something a little different. Maybe it's not a destructive. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. That's what I'm asking you guys for. The girl is a reflection of your true capabilities. I like that. She did swing in like a ninja and was like, I don't know why you didn't get stuff. Then she grabbed a bunch of stuff from her room that she needed, and then she took off. So I have always aspired to be a ninja. I like that. I like that interpretation a lot. Mira di Tarot. Getting rid of old patterns and bringing life to the truest and highest version of yourself. You're not going willingly, though. Well said. Google eyes. Oh, John Smith, no worries. Everyone wish John Smith some love. He's been having a rough week. It's been a chaotic, energetic week for myself also. So if any of you guys are prone to overwhelming amounts of stress, may you find peace and balance. And may your volcanoes erupt slowly like Kilauea and not violently like Mount St. Helens or Vesuvius or any of the other big ones. Hatshepsut. John the Link Man. Jenny Pete, how you guys doing? I've been having a lot of dreams lately. I'm Dragon Horizon. I've been having a lot of dreams lately too, but I haven't been on point with writing them down. So that if I'm not writing them down and staying up to them, then I don't remember much of them. But I've been having a couple dreams a night every night. You can hand him to me. Maybe he might chill. Give him something to play with. Huh? I was saying you can hand it to me. Maybe I can give him some play with, or you want to just let him
He's just
mob around.
exploring.
He's exploring. Oh my God, John, in the words of Elizabeth. Lava is a threshold element. See, that's the type of insight I'm looking for, Kathia. That feels good. Threshold element. But there's different kinds of thresholds. I like that interpretation a lot. We might have to get Kathia Star on a live if I can figure out how to do that with the new system and talk about dreams a little more in depth. Low-key tested you? Like low-key as in under the radar tested you, or Loki as in the Norse god Loki? Ooh, Victoria Clark, I like that. Victoria Clark has a good one as well. I got links for days. Lava is earth behaving as fire? Fuck yeah, that's beautifully said as well. I'd meditate on it. Well said, Dragon. I'm definitely going to meditate on it. Thanks, B-girl.
What are you
He's
doing?
looking at me through the mirror.
What are you doing, sweet prince?
Get over here. Stinker.
He's like, Mom, there's two of you. Sorcery.
Thanks, Dragon Horizon. Appreciate that. Recommend the whole squad here. We got a good thing going. Also, if there's anyone new in the room, any subscribers from the past week, we got like 100 subscribers in the past probably 4 days, 3 or 4 days. So if any of you guys in the room are new, welcome. Introduce yourselves. Take your shoes off. Stay a while. Tell us a little bit about what you do, where you're from, if you want. Otherwise, just hang out low-key in the background. John, you sexy beast. Heather missed the dream. Nice. Do you have a connection to the Norse gods, Kathia? I definitely have a connection to the Norse gods myself. As per the Norse text I have tattooed on the inside of my arm. Russell Martin, I like that. It's going to blow up on you, so to speak. One of your intense passions and interests that carry the same intensity a volcano would for you. Oh, yeah. John Milks. Sorry, there's two Johns in here. John Milks, you are too. Sorry about that. We're all sexy beasts. I called John Smith a sexy beast, but I didn't refer to him as his last name, and there happens to be 2 Johns in the room. So the other John was like,
Was that
what?
Me?
Yes. So I'm not that person. Norse, Dragon Horizon, Norse gods. I don't know them all. I just know, like, Loki is the trickster god. Odin is the father god, is the Zeus. Oh no, I think Thor is the Zeus. Odin is... But Odin is Zeus's pops? I'm not sure. But it's Norse, not North. Ooh. John, that might take the cake. John, see, I'm on John. Russell Martin Hill might take the cake. He says, slow process, which is why the lava was slow in rising. And you thought about taking something from your bedroom because you have time to take things into your hands. The fact that you didn't and were able to walk across the lava. Good point, because maybe if I had something in my hands, I would have fallen into the lava. That actually resonates a lot, Russell. That might resonate the most. The lava as a threshold means, oh, Atlas, don't mess with that.
Atlas, alright. Daddy will get disconnected or?
No, it's hooked up to the camera. He's all, I want to record some videos.
I know. Ow.
Serena Irons. Strong last name. I like it, Serena Irons. So this isn't true Norse runestone. It's actually, or maybe it is. It's runestone from Lord of the Rings, because Lord of the Rings is is debatably my favorite fantasy world ever. And it's a quote by Gandalf, and it says, "Under no enchantment but my own." Bless you, Prince. Excuse me.
He's like,
Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, my bad, John Milks. Sorry. My mistake. Did he use real runes? Nice. So the text is not the alphabetical translation to English is not made up in Tolkien. It's actual Norse. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Crazy how fast they go from real pissed to real satisfied.
and then pissed again.
Now he's pissed again. Is your new toy? Is your new toy? He's all bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. My favorite toy is bubble wrap. Sweet. Well, it's a Lord of the Rings tattoo. Gandalf quote. He was talking about Bjorn, who is a deity, not man, sort of a demigod. There's a whole race of them. They could turn into bears, usually bears, which is why his name is Bjorn. Giant bears, and the squad of dwarves and hobbits saw the giant bear man, and they said, Gandalf, who the fuck is that giant bear? What is his story? He's terrifying, and he just murked out like 50 orcs. And Gandalf looks at the bear man running off into the distance as a giant terrifying bear and goes, oh, that's Bjorn. He is under no enchantment but his own, meaning he has no sides. He's not on the side of good, he's not on the side of evil, he's on the side mostly of nature. And since mostly all the races aren't for nature, Bjorn's like, fuck all you guys. He's under no enchantment but his own. And it really resonated with me. So, I got the tattoo. Literally 2 days later, I was actually watching the movie when the Hobbit movie first came out. And it was in the theater, and I was like, oh my God. And 2 days later, I went and got the tattoo. It was actually pretty dope. I know, the movies did take out Tom Bombadil, which... I know, you sad too? You sad too they took out Bombadil? I know. Maybe they should have at least put him in the extended version, you know? Like, there's hours and hours of extended version for the first Lord of the Rings trilogy. It takes 12 hours to watch all 3 unedited versions. They could have at least thrown Tom Bombadil into The Hobbit. Ooh, you know what though, Kathia? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I haven't heard a word on it for a while, but they're making, I want to say it's Amazon Prime is making a series, a Silmarillion series of Lord of the Rings. Because they released the map of Middle Earth for which the show is based on, but it doesn't have any of it doesn't have like Gondor, it doesn't have Rohan, it doesn't have the Shire. So what they're saying is it's a map of the Silmarillion before the lands were carved out as they are in the Third Age, which is Middle Earth as we know it, Lord of the Rings. So everyone's like, oh my god, it's gonna be Silmarillion because it's the old map from the old time. Wanna play with newspaper? No. Mommy says no newspaper. Sorry, Shmuel. Selfish. I've been to a movie. I love going to the movies. I know it's like, it lowers your vibration if you like watching TV and shit like that.
Who said?
Then strike me down, Odin. Strike me down. Anywho, no, we love going to the movies. Having a beer, and then walking downtown, getting a beer during happy hour, and then catching a sunset movie has been one of my favorite pastimes for the past probably 4 years. Lately I haven't gone too much, but still. Hey, maybe the audience will appreciate the hairs of Galadriel given to Gimli. Let's hope. Let's hope. Wait, that's what Galadriel gave Gimli? Her hair? Oh, that's right, she did. And he was all smitten. He was all like... I forgot. Is that in the movie? Wait. Yeah, I can't remember all the gifts. The light of Elendil or something like that to Frodo. The tunics. I forgot about the hair. Was that wasn't in the movies though? Was that in the movies? Always thought that Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter are in the same universe. Blasphemous, Nick Kaka. We can no longer be friends, Nick Kaka. Can't believe we just said that. Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter are nowhere near the same. I'm just kidding. We're homies, but they're not at all the same universe. Harry Potter might be more entertaining than Lord of the Rings. Like on a action sort of pop culture relevancy scale. Probably because it's newer than Lord of the Rings. It's a little more, what's the word? A little more relatable. But Lord of the Rings just has depth. I mean, Tolkien created a whole new language. He created a new alphabet. The Elvish language in Lord of the Rings is a created alphabet and language with its own syntax and grammar and everything. There's the Dwarvish language too, but he didn't create the runestones. The runestones were already there. And I guess so is the translation for them. But the races and their own mythology, like in depth, and he had a history, and the movie that you see, Lord of the Rings, is like the 20th century, but he's written stories for the past 2,000 years. You know what I mean? So Lord of the Rings takes place in like from 1980 to 2000, but he's also written to cover the years 80 to 1980 of all the texts that he's done. So there's just the depth of Middle Earth, and Tolkien is. You want to know something? Fun fact, I think it was the Battle of the Rhone that inspired him to write, because Tolkien was in the First World War, and he was in the bloodiest battle of the war, debatably the bloodiest battle in the history of the planet. And it was because he was from England, Battle of Somme. The bloody Battle of Somme, the earliest works of mankind. And his buddy died. Tolkien's buddy died. Well, a shit ton of his buddies died, but his best buddy died in the Battle of Somme. The largest and bloodiest battle of the First World War. So you can imagine why, if that gives you some insight behind Lord of the Rings, to have fought in the bloodiest battle of World War I. And World War I was a fucking shit show, you guys. Like, casualties topped 1 million. Over 1 million people died in one fucking battle, you guys. Can you imagine the carnage? Like, damn. Anywho, Tolkien's time spent in World War I inspired the majority of, if not all of, his writings. Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, Silmarillion, and I'm not even sure what else he wrote. I'm sure he wrote some others. But Victoria's probably gone, but thanks for the tips on the movie theaters, Heather. Trench warfare blows, yeah. I didn't even think about that, trench warfare. You think the energy of war inspired or created genius? Yeah. Dragon, I think the energy of war can inspire genius, but the thing is genius isn't always a good thing, you know? Genius isn't good or bad, it's just a state of genius, I guess. Sweet Prince, you want to hand him to me?
No, he's having fun. He's
Oh, he's
just getting
playing?
my stuff.
Oh, I thought it was sad. What are you doing over there, Prince? What do you have to say? It was his way to heal. Yeah.
That's my stuff.
Yeah, there were great leaps in physics. I mean, we created the atom bomb as a result of World War II, you know? John, my brothers were killed in RC, South Afghanistan. 29 killed in action during that trip. I can't, John Milks, I can't. Look, I see the war movies and stuff like that. You get a sense of, like, you can, like, I can almost feel like I'm there, but obviously I'm not. So the shit that you guys go through is beyond me. Beyond me. Also, thank you for your service, man. Thank you for your service. transmute slash shift perspective. It's the Scorpio way. Necessity is the mother of invention. Fuck yeah. Yes, it is. Necessity is the mother of invention. Fun fact. I think it was Napoleon Hill. It was either Napoleon Bonaparte, the general, or who was the Macedonian guy who conquered like all of the ancient world? Alexander the Great. It was either Alexander the Great or Napoleon Bonaparte who said the famous "burn your ships," so they would sail their ships to the country that they were going to invade. And normally you have your people hanging back with the ships as an escape route, but he was all burn the ships. So basically what he was saying is you either win the battle or you die. There's no returning. And of course I think it might have been Napoleon. He went on and conquered fucking everything, right? There's a certain quality of energy when you have no choice but to be successful or die. And the Americans went and created the atomic bomb and massacred 2 cities in Japan. Debatably unrightfully, because apparently at the second... Hiroshima was the first. Nagasaki was the second town they got hit with the atomic bomb. And Japan apparently was already trying to surrender, and the US still dropped the bomb anyways. Don't quote me on that. Do your own research, but that's the word on the streets. So. If you ask some people, they'll say that wars are fabricated by elites as giant human sacrifices to the ancient gods under disguise. I'm not claiming that, but it's an interesting rabbit hole. It was Alexander? Alright. Except Russia. Kublai Khan would have had Japan, but for the Chinese shipbuilders. I don't know anything about the Chinese shipbuilders. Kublai Khan. Anywho, are we ready to dip?
Yeah, I'm just doing TikTok.
Are you making a TikTok?
I'm going to.
Oh, nice. All right.
Show about yours. Show what you discovered yesterday.
Oh yeah, I was gonna make a TikTok for Man of Letters, and I looked, and it wouldn't let me because someone already has a Man of Letters name. I was like, who the fuck's got Man of Letters? Or yeah, TikTok is still relatively new, and someone's already got Man of Letters. Anywho, when I looked up Man of Letters, one of the videos I put up, it was the candle magic video.
I think so.
No, it was a water fluoridation video I made like last Christmas because I had my little Christmas tree up. And someone had made a TikTok video and was like, in case you guys were curious, this guy's name is Man of Letters. Go check him out. And he released it in July, I think. And I thought to myself, holy shit, isn't that amazing? Man of Letters already making its way into TikTok. Syrup sandwiches. Salavi, John, and myself struggle with thoughts and emotions. Hardest to shift. When we master that, the 3 of us, we're gonna take over the world. Ooh, I see what you're saying. Impatience. Whoa. What was that?
Let's get into things.
Sweet prince. Sweet prince.
Is it because we think too much? Maybe. Down for world domination. Is what because we think too much, bad love? You're gonna have to clarify. And for morals is patience. I feel like I'm pretty good with patience. Do you think I'm patient, Ariel?
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty patient. The thing about patience, though, is that when it does run out, it just snaps. There's no, like, shade of
Just
losing
like,
patience.
You literally screaming out loud. But then you get over it quick. Hey!
But then I get over it quick, too. Yeah. Manifestation circle. Yeah, I'm still curious what Mad Love is talking about. And also agree with Kathy
Mike
Star.
Love?
Did I say Mike Love? Oh, I meant Mad Love. So it's all Mike Love has joined the chat room.
Oh my god. That's funny. It's really funny.
Oh my god. I still have the Battle of Somme pulled up. And it's making me sad. Oh my god. 30s on the first day of the Battle of Somme, the one that Tolkien was in. 37 sets of British brothers lost their lives in the first day. 37 pairs of brothers. One man was killed every 4.5 seconds, making July 1st, 1916 the bloodiest single day in the history of the British Army. That's fucked up. Warfare is just fucking... Oh my goodness. And it all happened most of it happened within the first hour, so you can imagine. I'm surprised Tolkien didn't go off the deep end, like, or the rest of them. Super sad. Oh, Adolf Hitler was in that battle. Interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna stop reading that. It's definitely energy that I'm not trying to tap into at the moment. Shit. The Million Mile Stare, yeah, fuck. Power sources. I don't think war is a struggle for resources, and maybe it was at the time, but when you think of Tesla creating wireless energy from the atmosphere, when you think that electric motors were actually made 130 years ago, but they stopped making them because there was more money in oil. Like, when you think about, we can put people on Mars today if we wanted to. I don't believe we have war over resources anymore. I don't know what we have war over. I believe we're too fucking smart now to be fighting over resources. Like, what the fuck do you need? We have unlimited energy in Tesla's coil from atmospheric energy. We can at least light all the houses in the world. Maybe not power a car, but you could light. I think ignorance is the only thing that keeps war going these days. Ignorance and people being sheep. People not understanding that really no one wants to have bombs dropped in their backyard. No one wants their kids to be shot in the face at war. I don't know. War seems to be at least a war amongst human to human seems to be an unnecessary thing in 2019, but ignorance prevails. War does make profit, that too. Dragon Rise. Watching the dead come to life and back again. There's something like that from the Emerald Tablets. Money. Well.
You the prince, you the baby prince.
Maybe, is it Scorpio? Is that Moon Scorpio? Is that why shit's been heavy lately? Didn't mean for this live to get that heavy, you guys. Sorry about that. My mistake.
Take a picture of Mom. What are you doing? Those are plants. There's your plumeria.
Yes, my plumeria? Atlas, sweet prince. You want to plant it? Do you want to plant the plumeria? You want to plant it? You want to plant a tree?
He's like, yes, Dad.
It's he ain't heavy. He's my brother. It's a funny song. Trying to charge me $179 for a gallon of this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Anywho. I know I was fucking up the tranquil mood, my bad. Hey, sometimes you get heavy. Sometimes the darkness is dark. Like they say, if you stare into the abyss for too long, the abyss will stare back.
Boom, he's the baby boom. Chicka boom, he's the baby boom. He's the baby boom. Chicka boom, 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 boom. He's the baby.
What are you doing?
He's the baby. He's the boom.
What are you doing?
He's a chicka boom.
You have something to say?
He's
You have something to say? Atlas, say hi to everybody. You're being too cute right now. What's up, sweetie prince? What are you doing?
He's like, oh, cute little baby.
Say what's up, sweet prince. He's all, don't worry, guys. My name is Atlas, and I have come to bring the light. I have come to bring the light.
Oh my goodness, you're a workout. Chicka boom, he's the baby. Boom, boom, boom. He's the boom, 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 boom. Chicka boom, 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 boom. Yeah, yeah, he's the baby. Boom, yeah.
Doctors have no respect for death.
Boom.
Shit.
Hey. Damn.
Savage, Kathia. I like it, but savage.
Dashboard boys? That's stinky.
Colin, I don't believe in death. What? What? Yeah? What? Really? Really? You want to come hang out? You want to come hang out? Oh, you want to come hang out?
He flew to you.
Are you the flying babes? I think he wants to go to the beach.
I think so too.
Yeah, he's a gemstone. He's a little, and he keeps saying. Yesterday he took my credit card, and now he's just jacked my bills. Not for you. No es para ti, okay? No es para ti.
He's all like, yo no sé mañana.
He's a, yo no sé mañana. I'm putting that on.
No.
What's his name? Luis Enrique?
Yes. It's funny because you know that song way more than me. And the lyrics. The artist and the lyrics.
It's because me and Luis Enrique go back. You don't even know.
You
What?
don't know.
What's the other one I sang of his? Oh, he did a song with Romeo Santos.
He probably did.
Yo no sé mañana.
I don't know. There's another song that I'm thinking. I'm gonna get his outfit prepared.
Oh. Alright. Unless you guys have any. My family. Oh yeah, by the way, we're having Thanksgiving dinner at Elizabeth John's house. I sent her some white sage and rosemary, and which should be there. Did you get it, Elizabeth? Did you get it yet?
Let's see. Oh, what am I doing?
So we're all going to her house for Thanksgiving. Just to let you know. Oh yeah, no snow here in Southern California. Just warm days. Warm sunny. Oh yeah, Big Bear. Actually, take that back. Maybe somewhere in the mountains. Maybe I'll get it today and move. Yo no sé mañana si será mañana. Yo ni sé para ti, serás para mí. He dances. El Balas. Alright, so bring John, please. Oh my god. Hey, John, if John wants to come, John's... Wait, there's 2 Johns in the room now. It's not just John Smith. We gotta be careful. Because we called the other one sexy earlier, and he might have gotten scared. We're all bringing something. Everyone bring a dish. I think, Yesenia, did you say you live like down the street from Elizabeth or something like that? Both of us. We're in California. I live to that. We're in... Oh. I was like, California? Canada. Hold on. You packing?
And now I'm setting up his outfit.
It's like, where are we going? Are we going somewhere? Are we going on a trip? We're going to Arizona? Are we? Mark a player. Lost hundreds of fans. Wait, what happened? Careful, it doesn't move. Is anyone here in Miami? Is that because we got the music playing? No, we're not from. Are you from Miami?
Yes, his grandparents. His great grandparents. Actually, no, my dad.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You ready to go to the beach? Do you have anything to tell your fans before we leave? Huh? Do you have anything to tell your people? You have anything to tell your people? Mira. You have anything to tell your people? Any parting wisdom? He wants geography lessons. We're gonna give you some geography lessons. Are you ready? This is South America, I think. I'm looking at it backwards, which makes this North America. So we have Central America right here, little sweetie. We have Africa, I think. which way is this? Right? And then we have India. This is an ocean. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out. Atlas just said take a nap but stay woke. We'll make sure he stays woke. Atlas says Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, by the way. What's that? Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah, he said Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. This is not for you. Thanks for joining, Kathia. Thanks for joining, Dragon Horizon. Thanks for joining, Mike. John Milks, I think it was. John Smith, thanks for hanging. Are you getting tired already? Are you getting tired already? Thanks, Yesenia. Oh yeah, there's also a Discord if you guys want to join it. Dubai Silk Route. Thanks for joining. I hope you stick around, because it would be cool to, when we do finally take a trip out to Oman. We want to go to Dubai too, so it would be cool to have homies out there. If you're not a serial killer or something along those lines. But have a good day, everybody.